Okay, the other difference is about the nature of societies here. For anthropological method, it covers only just one group of society or small scale societies. Okay, but sociological method focus on large scale of societies. Okay, for example, let's say it is about certain behavior among people in Kuala Lumpur. Okay, but small scale societies only focus on just one group of society. If it is in one village, maybe just focus on one group only. Okay, so it is not about everybody. Okay, and then the way of reporting the research. For anthropological method, it is more descriptive. You have to write a lot. Okay, you have to clearly elaborate. Okay, by writing. Okay, you have to jot down everything from the observation. Okay, everything must be clearly described in writing. Okay, so narration is very important. That is anthropological method. Compared to sociological method, whereby those type of observation is not necessary. Okay, it is not necessary for you to record the type of eating, okay, what are the actions during the events. Okay, it is not necessary. But the most important thing is for you to present the data based on the statistic, on the graphs, meaning that it is more quantitative in nature. Okay, everything must be supported with numbers. Okay, so this is for the sociological method. Okay, the other one is that anthropological methodology is more holistic. In order to describe about certain actions or behaviors among the society, it require other knowledge as well. Okay, it is not fair to do report just based on one observation. Okay, but you have to see from the other perspective as well. Okay, so that is holistic in nature. Compared to sociological method, which is more specific. Okay, we are going to discuss further. Okay, but again, I would like to remind you, this topic is very, very much important. You really need to clarify, you really need to understand what are the differences between anthropological method and sociological method. Okay, let me repeat. Okay, anthropology, first, the focus is for the pre-modern society. And then sociological method, focus is on those society in developed countries. Okay, as I mentioned just now, when it involves different groups of people, maybe the nature of case study, of course, will be different. And then anthropological methodology involve only small scale of societies. Okay, because it require a descriptive explanation. Okay, about certain observations. Compared to sociological methodology, it involves large-scale societies. Okay, when it is large-scale societies, of course, it is difficult to write down details about certain actions, certain behavior. Then it involves the quantitative method, whereby the data will be interpreted based on numbers from the statistic, from the graphs, for example. Okay, and then the scope is more holistic for anthropological method compared to sociological method, whereby it is more specific. Okay, maybe for sociological method, okay, we want to focus on certain issue only. But for anthropological methodology, in order to describe about certain thing, okay, certain actions, okay, in order to give a clear report about certain case study, okay, the researcher must observe it clearly, okay, not focus on one view, but many other factors must be integrated. Okay. Okay, so these are the sample of anthropological studies. For example, the research that been done by Margaret Mead studied the Samoans. Okay, Bronislaw Malinowski studied exotic peoples like the Trobriand islanders. Okay, you can see that those people, they focus just on small scale societies. Okay, and they are from the the pre-developed countries. Okay, in the 40s and 50s, okay, we can see that a number of noted anthropologists took the trouble to study the Malay customs. Okay, in 40s and 50s. For example, Raymond William Firth, okay, wrote Malay Fishermen, Their Peasants' Economy. Okay, so they have been here. Okay, he has been here in 1966 to do the study. Okay, the other one, Michael G. Swift wrote Malay Peasant Society in Jelebu. Okay, so this was in 1965. So we can see that these people, they put their effort to come to our country, to stay together with the people in order to get the right information. Okay, they want to do the observations of what been done by the people. And based on this, they start to write the report. Okay. Okay. The anthropological research, okay, just now you have understand the difference between anthropological method and also sociological method. Okay, now let us see within these two research, okay, the anthropological and also the sociological research. Okay, for anthropological research, the method is descriptive in nature, right? Meaning that it attempts to describe culture through ethnographic methods. Okay, after this, we are going to go through what is ethnographic methods. Okay. However, for sociological research, it is more quantitative in nature. Okay, it is highly dependent on statistics, okay, the census figures, the questionnaires, the sampling. Okay, so there is no need for the researcher to go through, interview the people, okay, to get to see their reaction, to record everything that been done by the people, to stay together with them. No need, because what they need is only about the statistics of the people. Okay. Okay, let us go through about ethnographic research. Okay, this is very difficult study actually, ethnographic research. Okay, it is not that everybody can do this research. Okay, you just imagine. Okay, we are in this modern society. Okay, we already comfortable with our way of life. Okay, but when we are going to do ethnographic research, we have to go to the rural, rural villages, to the rural areas, and then we have to stay with those people. We have to accept their way of life. We have to follow whatever they do. Okay, we cannot be choosy. We just need to accept the environment. Okay, and the most important thing is that we have to be part of those people. So you just imagine how difficult to conduct ethnography research. Okay, so this ethnography research is to develop knowledge about cultural diversity and serve as a platform to formulate theories about social behavior. Again, we come to the term social here. Okay, social behavior. Just now we have learned about social being. Now we come to the other terms of social behavior. What is social behavior? Okay, so is it fair for a researcher to conclude about certain actions in the society just by observe for a few minutes, or maybe just go for 1 day, 2 days, okay, and write everything about certain behaviors for certain culture? Do you think it is fair? Okay, of course, within 1-2 days or even 1 month, they not manage to get the right information, right? So in this ethnographic research, in order to develop knowledge about cultural diversity, in order to get the clear understanding about certain action that been done by the people, so it dragged them for a long study. They have to stay together. They have to live with those people. The most important thing, they have to follow whatever been done by the people in order to get the real exposure, okay, to get the real understanding about certain culture. So this ethnography research, it involves fieldwork in a foreign culture. Someone not familiar with that culture, but okay, he intends to study the details about the culture. It attempts to identify, compare, and explain cultural differences and similarities. Okay, remember the learning outcomes of this course. Okay, one of the learning outcomes of man, society, and culture subject is to identify about the cultural differences and also the similarities. So in this ethnography research, the focus is to identify what are the cultural differences and also the similarities. Okay, there are various techniques in order to conduct ethnographic research. Okay, the first one is participant observation. Okay, and then genealogical method. The third one is key informant. And then sometimes it is based on life history, and also it requires longitudinal studies. Okay, participant observation. What is participant observation? Okay, I believe that from this term, you manage to understand what participant observation is. Okay, so basically, the researcher have to live together. Okay, have to participate in the observation. So meaning that the researcher have to stay together with the people, and they have to follow the way of life of the people. Okay, whatever been done, okay, the way they eat, if they dance, they also have to dance. Okay, they have to get exposure about okay how that society sleep, eat. Okay, even on the biological issues such as how to go to toilet, all those things. Okay, so this is participant observation. Okay, so that is why I say that it is very, very difficult to conduct ethnographic research. Okay, so you need to have strong mind in order to really go through, okay, to conduct this type of research. Okay, because you have to stay together with the people. Just imagine if you have to spend about 6 months with the people, with the Aborigines people. Okay, so you have to stay with them. You have to sleep with them. Okay, you have to involve. You have to mingle around with those people. Whatever they wear, you have to wear as well. Okay, because you do not want yourself to be alienated from those people. Okay. The other techniques, genealogical method, it is to study about the relationship from one family to the other family. Okay, it is about the kinship. Okay, so in sociological and anthropological studies, it is important for you to know the relationship between one families to the other families. Okay, by understanding the relationship of the families, then you manage to understand okay, the culture within these people. Okay, what is going on? What's happening? Okay, this is through the genealogical method. Okay, so again, you have to be very smart, right? Because it is like putting the jigsaw puzzle from this family to the other family. Okay, maybe even among those people, they did not aware about the relationship between one family from one family. So your role, your task, you have to interview, you have to get a lot of information from one people to the other, just to know the link, the connections between one descendants to the other descendants. Okay, and then the third technique is about key informant. Okay, this one is easy. Okay, by having this technique, you just tag with, let's say, one influential people. If it involve orang asli, maybe with Tok Batin, right? Or in Malay village, maybe the researcher may tag with penghulu, the one who have vast knowledge about certain society, about certain culture. Okay, what you need to do? Okay, the researcher is going to talk, to dig information from these people.